Welcome back, friends. Man, I'm really enjoying the holidays. We just got into Christmas movies here in the last couple of days. Today we're going to be cooking pork loin in two different ways. It's a rolled kind of stuffed pork loin. I haven't really experimented much with that, so decided to do two recipes. So let's dive into it. Okay, so we're going to be doing two pork loins stuffed, and the first one's going to kind of be a savory one, and the second one's going to be kind of a sweet one. Both of them are experiments, so we're just going to see how they go. So I'm going to get me some olive oil in. While this comes up, we can talk about some of the ingredients that we're going to be using for the savory one. We've got a small onion that I kind of diced and chopped up. We've got a couple tablespoons of garlic. We've got some mushrooms, and then we've got some spinach and some cheese that will go in it as well. Okay, we can go in with our onions. Okay, we'll hit these with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Okay, we're gonna go in with the mushrooms. I know this is going to take just a second to wilt. I'm going to go ahead and add, this is just like one little bag of baby spinach. I don't know if we'll need all of it, but you know how spinach is. It won't be a huge thing, and then we won't look like we have any left. So we've lost a good bit of this spinach. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with some garlic. Okay. That looks good. So I'm just gonna move this back over into this bowl. This next one is gonna be kind of a sweet apple-filled one. We've got a couple tablespoons of butter melting right now. So while this continues to bubble, I don't want it to brown, so I'm going to go ahead and add. I'm going to go ahead and add my apples to it, and then I'm going to go in. It's like 2 or 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Okay, I'm going to call that done. Now that our fillings are kind of complete, I'm going to butcher these pork loins real quick, and then we'll get to stuffing in them. And then we'll stuff these guys. Okay, so we're back. I'm going to start with, we'll get the smallest one. We're going to put the apples in that one. So let me unwind this guy. Didn't do it the best job of cutting it, but that's okay. Ooh, all that buttery juice is going to get everywhere. We got all the apples. I'm going to hit it with just a little bit of cinnamon. I meant to do this when I was cooking the apples. Just forgot, but it'll be okay here. Okay, so now we're going to roll this guy up. Good. So now we're going to tie it up with some butcher twine. So this next one is going to be the savory one. And it's a little bit bigger, and I think I did a little bit better job actually butterflying this one. So. Still hot. I'm forgetting an ingredient in this one. 1 second. Had planned to put prosciutto on it, so it just needs a couple pieces, nothing crazy. But it will help build some delightful flavor. Okay, cool. I need to sneak a little taste for myself with some quality control. Now, you gotta hit it with some cheese. We're just gonna try to keep this in the middle. This is gonna be a tough tie. So this is just some Gruyere. I've got so much cheese now because of the mac and cheese. I'm gonna be using it everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my ties ready this time. It's a lot better, so let's see how well we can roll this big guy. I wish it was like a burrito. I can do that well. Okay. That looks like it's holding. So same thing, the surgeon knot, just kind of working the way down. So I'm going to hit these with some salt. Okay, we lost a knot. I'm going to hit them with some pepper. Okay, so I want to transfer these to the baking sheet that they'll be hanging out on. So I'm going to get this cleaned up real quick and get the stove back in here, and then we'll send them on their way. Cheese. Okay, we're all cleaned up. And so it's important to get some color on these guys. So we're gonna sear them just real quick. So like previous, go down with the apple one first. And it should just take a couple minutes per side. We're just trying to get some browning. It will help in the final flavor of the dish. And smell the apples. Okay. Get this guy off. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the savory one. This one smells like pork. Okay. There's one last step. The last step I wanted to do is just add a little honey to the sweet one. A lot of this is going to cook off just because of the temperature that we're cooking at, but just so I'm not wasteful, I'm just going to go down with just a little bit. And we'll hit some midway through, right before we get to temperature. Speaking of temperature, we'll temp the bigger one. So this is going to go into an oven that I have preheated to 375. You know, we're just looking for an internal temperature of like 145. And then we'll pull it out and let it rest, and then we'll give it a try. So we'll see you in a little bit. Y'all know this is my favorite part of the video, the taste test. So let's actually see what they look on the inside before we get to tasting. Ooh, these all look pretty good. And the apples, that's a great little cross section. We're going to start off with the savory one and then end on the sweet one, because it should be like a dessert. It's so juicy. Lord. The spinach really comes through. The cheese is super nice in it. Well seasoned. And man, it's definitely worth a good try. It turned out better than I expected. So let's try this apple one now. We're losing apples. So I don't know of a good way to do this, so we're just gonna make a huge mess. We're gonna go in. Man, that one screams Christmas. Like the cinnamon with the sweetness of the apples. It goes so well with the pork. I did forget to re-honey it to make the outside more sweet, but I don't think it needs it. Man, it really sings. You should definitely try this one. But I want to thank you for stopping by today. Remember to like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Cool.